it's going to be a tricky situation with DeMarcus Lawrence in my eyes. I want DeMarcus Lawrence back no matter what. Okay, that's a guy that we've been sitting there saying from time and time again that we wanted a war daddy. We need a guy to put the pressure on the quarterback. And if you lose a DeMarcus Lawrence without replacing him, we're going to be hurt. Because Randy Gregory, to me, still needs a lead dog right now. I don't trust Randy Gregory all the way right now. I love that ability, but I still don't trust him. He's still 1 year moved away from the suspension. You feel me? So he's still in it. If he makes one mess up, we're screwed. Taco Charlton has not taken this next step. He has looked like a bust so far, correct? You got a Dorrance Armstrong Jr. He was only a rookie last year. You get what I mean? David Irvin, we don't even know what's happening with him. So where do we have a war daddy? So he needs to be signed. But here comes the problem. He ain't going to come cheap. Now, they're probably going to tag him because that's going to give him enough time to work out a long-term deal. But DeMarcus Lawrence ain't going to come cheap. Now, just like I listen to Dino, and I have seen in multiple outlets that he may take a he may take a discount to keep the other players. That would be great, but I'm not putting my eggs into that. You feel what I'm saying, G? Because let's say Dallas offers him like maybe $16 million. What if another team comes and said $20 million? You know, is Dallas going to match that? What if they say $22 million? Is Dallas going to match that? Because they're going to be looking at their other players that we still – because if you sign Dak to a $20-something million contract and then you sign DeMarcus Lawrence to a $20 million, where the rest of that $54 million going? It's almost gone now. You know what I mean? Now you don't have the money to sign these other guys, so it's a tricky and slippery slope to where they're going to tag him, and then it's going to see what happens with as far as negotiation, because they are going to tag him because they're not going to have a contract ready for him. They're going to tag him again. I just hope it doesn't get ugly because DeMarcus Lawrence was cool with that first tag, but he's going to want a long-term deal, and he's going to want money.
Yeah, and another thing with him is his presence in the locker room, just being that leader.
Yes.
Like, if you don't have that, that's going to be a huge loss, I think.
It will be like starting over if we lose DeMarcus Lawrence to me.
He's really blossomed into that leader.
Yes, he has, and he's took that next step that we need, and he's one of the most technical, sound defensive ends out there. If you look at what he brought to the table, it wasn't about sacks. You know, I see so many people that I would listen on Twitter talking about they wouldn't pay him this money because, oh, he only had 10.5 sacks or anything like that, and I'm just like, are you serious? It's not based just on sacks. It's about run pressure, and it's about tackles, getting tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It's about leadership. It's about all those things, and DeMarcus Lawrence has been all those things, especially after he had the 4-game suspension for the drugs. He stepped up and did everything he was supposed to do and made his play on the field speak. So he's a guy that definitely earns it. And if you, like I said, positions that you really need, you need somebody that can rush that quarterback, because if you don't have that, you're in trouble on the defensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.